Welcome to another amazing episode of the Traders Hub podcast. And on here we have a wonderful Forex trader who goes by the name Ugochukwu Williams. Good to have you here, Williams.
Thank you very much for having me, Probaba FX.
You're
My
welcome.
pleasure.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
And you all know what we do on the Traders Hub podcast. Today we'll be discussing about the market structure and trends. So it's going to be a wonderful topic for most traders out there. So sit back and watch. So Ugochukwu Williams, what do you have to say about the market structure and trends? First of all, just explain what that means.
Okay. First, when we talk about market structure, we're talking about the dominant trend.
Okay.
When we talk about structure of a market, is where is this market going to? So three things can always happen in the market. I keep saying it. Yeah, three things can always happen in the market.
Okay.
It's either the market is ascending, which is buying,
Okay.
descending, which is selling,
So,
or is consolidating.
Okay.
Two things can always happen in consolidation. It's either accumulation or
expansion.
distribution, whatever. So you need to know where the market is going,
Okay.
whether the market is going up, down, or sideways,
Okay.
and then you make your decision. There are things you should avoid in the market. Is always being the one at the losing side.
For
Thank you.
sure.
Yeah.
So does it mean when you see the market on a particular trend, like an uptrend, that means you should buy?
Well, first, when you see the market at an uptrend, that's a dominant trend. That's where the momentum is.
Okay.
Momentum in the sense that is where it's going to be bought for long. People are going to buy there for long.
Okay.
People are going to stay in that market for long, buying. They might be buying for up to a month.
Okay.
So that makes it the dominant trend. So you understand that whatever the market does is going to keep buying.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to buy with them,
Okay.
because you might be an intraday trader.
Okay.
You're not a swing trader, so you may not have such patience to buy long. So you can decide to buy when the market is either retesting,
Okay.
pullback,
pullbacks.
or a retracement.
Okay. So when we see the market on an uptrend, I think to my own observation, it doesn't just continue going up. It has to retest. Price has to come down and retest some certain zones. You get there will be pullbacks. So does it mean that one can't trade those retracement and those pullbacks
Yeah.
if it's on an uptrend?
You can trade it in the sense that the market would always correct itself. That's
Okay.
what we call market correction.
Yeah.
It always happens, especially when there is a spike,
Mm.
when there is too much momentum on the bullish side or on the
Okay.
bearish side. If the market suddenly spikes up, it's always going to correct.
Okay.
If there is a gap in the market, sometimes that's when the market will spike and there will be a gap.
Yeah.
It will always correct back to that point.
Definitely.
So first, there's what we call loss in momentum. Even if people are buying long in the market, at a point there will be loss in momentum.
Okay.
People won't have the equity to continue buying. The
That's
market goes two ways. For there to be a buy, there must be a sell. If people are not selling the market can buy.
Can buy, definitely.
So for the market to buy, there have to be a retest, a retracement for the market to
A pullback.
come down, gain more momentum, take in more orders, which is more liquidity before it continues the dominant trend.
Okay.
So you can always trade against the trend.
Okay. But it's risky trading against the trend because it's just only a pullback or a retest. The overall trend is still a bullish trend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in between, I think the new traders or day traders have to be very, very careful.
Very careful.
Because those that hold it, which are the market makers that hold a long position,
Yeah.
they are all waiting for price to get to where they want it to get because they are the one controlling the market.
Yeah.
So I think when they give you a little opportunity for you to make little profit, you take and you leave.
Yeah.
Not holding long because your equity might not be enough to hold a long position. Am I right?
Yeah. There is one thing that I call them the smart money syndicates. People call them smart money, but I see them as a syndicate. When I talk about the smart money, we're talking about the market makers. Who are the market makers? Institutional traders, hedge funds, insurance companies, investment bankers. These people are the smart money syndicate. They are always manipulating the chart. When you think you figured it all out, you don't know you're doing their bidding. So you always have to watch out for them in the chart.
Definitely.
People don't understand the benefit of this candlestick chart.
Yeah.
Candlestick chart has been a blessing, unlike the line chart and bar chart
And
of
batch,
those days.
yeah, yeah.
Candlestick chart is a graphical representation of
And
the
it's more
activities.
specific. Yeah.
Thank you. It shows you who is in the market. If you look well enough, you will see when intraday traders are doing their trade.
Yes.
You will also see when the market makers coming.
Yes, that's
There are
true.
some things that happen in the market. This thing is beyond normal reasoning. This thing is
Yeah.
just a setup.
That's true. So I had you talk about manipulation. So on an overall trend, like an overall trend,
Yeah.
how do you know that the market is being manipulated?
Thank you. There are some candlestick charts that depicts that the market is being manipulated.
Okay.
Thank you. When you see two candles with a complete body, a red candle and a green candle with equal size, sometimes it happens like this. You see a red candle, a very long candle.
Long, yeah.
It forms, and a lot of people will run into the market thinking it's a sell. You will see another bullish candle. Both of them will be equal. Those two positions where those things is a manipulation. The market will never get to that level the next time. You will think that let me put my take profit at the end of this candle. It will get there. It will never get there. Those candles are called fake outs.
Yeah.
What you're seeing there is just a shadow. Is a wick. That's what we call candlestick mat. If you add two candles together, you discover that you have a long wick.
Yes, so true.
So that's an area of manipulation. Another area of manipulation is when you see the market has been following a trend for a very long time. Okay. Some people feel that this market has been buying for long. It will stop buying at a particular resistance. Why you think it will stop buying? That's when it keeps selling, or that's when it keeps buying and continues buying. Yeah. So a lot of people always put their emotion into the market. They always want the market to follow them. The market will never follow you.
Never.
The market will never follow you. Another one we'll have again is stops and resistance and support zones. Yeah. If the resistance and support zone does not have up to 3 touches, it's not a confirmed resistance or support. Some people will just see 2 touches and say it's not. It has to touch there 3 times before you know that
good confirmation
that is a resistance or a support level. There are some other minor manipulations which we won't be saying here. That would have to be in classes.
The VIP. So guys, if you have not signed up for the Probaba FX Academy, this is an opportunity for you. A whole lot of insights. We are going to open the chart and you see it through the chart. And then of course you're going to be milking the chart. So there's a whole lot. This is the technical analytic part of the chart, like how you read the candles and analyze the trend and everything before you make a decision. Because in the forex market, we don't trade until you get a confirmation. So it's not because the market is going up you want to get into open a position. No, there are things you look out for. You make a proper analysis so that when you enter the market, you will not have the panic, or you will not always be fidgeting, always checking the chart. See, no. When you analyze the market and it's what you know would happen in the market, you pick a position. This is part of the things I tell my mentees. You don't just jump into the market because you lose when you don't analyze very well. Okay, because you always coming to check it. So another thing you also, that reminds me, one thing you should have at the back of your mind is how much am I willing to lose? Yeah. When you getting into the market. Yeah. So how much am I willing to lose? Yeah. That will help you be at peace and your psychology will not be messed up with. You get? So when you have that at the back of your mind, that will help you make your analysis and leave the chart by putting your stop loss and your take profit. Yeah. So a lot of newbies out there, when they are trading, they are always running to the chart. They cannot. There is this mentality that you must always be in front of the chart, watching it. It doesn't work that way. You're just only putting yourself being tensed. You get? So, but when you finish analyzing the market and you have at the back of your mind that I'm willing to lose 2%. So if you lose 2%, another day you can come and make 5%. So losing 2% out of 100%, you still have a whole lot more left for you in your capital. So I think having that at the back of your mind, what do you have to say about that?
What I have to say is what you say is correct. When you go into a trade, forget about the profit you're going to make. Just calculate how much do I want to lose today. Finish. Yes. That's a better mindset.
Yeah.
Indecision kills forex traders a lot. You
That's
have to
true.
be decisive.
Yeah.
Avoid analysis paralysis. Simple is better. Keep your charts clean.
Clean.
Stay away
That's
from
true.
a lot of indicators. The only indicators I would advise you is just the volumes, the ones that show the momentum of buyers and sellers. And you can use a moving average, okay? But avoid analysis paralysis. And RSI you can use,
You
but
can use your RSI.
I don't want your chart to be too dirty. The moment you have too much complexity on your chart, you get confused.
That's true.
You make mistakes.
Make it simple.
Get a broader scheme when you're doing analysis. Sometimes you analyze with 1 hour, and 1 hour doesn't show you the whole chart.
That's true.
Use 1 day, 1 month, 1 week. You will see the chart properly to know the dominant trend.
That's to say, you're zooming into the present. Like, what is the market doing at this point? That's the essence of that. From a higher time frame, to a lower time frame, you're zooming into the chart, opening the chart. What is it doing now? What is it doing until you get to the present activity of the chart?
Very important.
That's simply what it is.
Very important. Do not execute a trade if you have not picked out all the support and resistance. Do
So
not
true.
execute a trade if you have not picked out, or you must draw the lines for both support and resistance.
So true.
That is how you know where the market has been, where it's going to, and where it's going to get back to.
Yeah.
Remember, do not get lost thinking that price action is everything in trading currencies. You may believe that price action is everything, but remember, fundamental is also a key.
It's a key
in
too.
currency.
That's true.
In currency,
I think that has been neglected by a lot of mentors.
I'm serious. It's going to hurt you. Fundamentals will hurt you.
Definitely.
You know, when the news come out, you have to look at it. If you see a news coming out for 1 hour, look at it, because you just see a spike. Your analysis might be correct, but
the impact,
the impact of the news will just go against you, and it will take you out of the market, and it will continue with the good with the trend. So don't be the scapegoat. Do not overtrade. Manage. Let there be risk management. You need to cut down on your lot size.
Definitely.
You can't milk the forex market in a day.
No.
Over $1 trillion worth of volume, it's there.
Every day.
You can't take it all out.
You can't. So there's always a cake for everyone there too.
Any day you come, you always get something out there.
So guys, we have come to the end of this. It's very important for you as a trader to analyze the chart before picking a trade, because that's what will help you make a decision. If you don't analyze, you're here picking signals here and there. You keep losing your money, because I know a lot of you out there have been losing back to back from various signals. No, those are distractions. It's better you learn this by yourself. Know how to read the chart. You can wake up in the morning, you analyze the chart yourself and pick your trade. You do other things. Just watch it at intervals. You come maybe the next 15 minutes or 10 or 1 hour, you check it. It gets to your take profit, fine. It hits your stop loss, fine. You come back another day, like what I do say all the time. Forex trading is all about opportunity. You look out for opportunity in the market, because it's not every day that you would make profits. No. Not every day is a profit day. So those opportunities where you know that, okay, this will be stable for a buy, or it will be stable for a sell, where you can catch in good positions, you come on, you trade and you make some money. So there are people that trade 3 times a week, some 2 times a week. Like me, I trade 2 times, sometimes 3 times. Depends on the market, because you can't just, because of you a trader, you must trade every day. No, it's not done that way. You first look at the chart first. Sometimes the chart can be consolidating. All those times is consolidating. It's not a good time for you to get into the market, because the market is being indecisive at that point. So you have to wait until it decides where it wants to go, by all the things we've talked about: analysis, breakout, retest, and the rest. So all those things, you look out for it. When you see them playing out, you know, okay, this is the right time for me to buy, or this is the right time for me to sell. You get? So as a trader, make it at your topmost list to learn how to analyze the market before taking a trade. That's it. So we'll be coming your way next time. Whenever you always see us on your screen. So what are you waiting for? Let's milk it.
Probaba FX shop for you.